When you're editing, you're gonna have to cut it in.
Oh, yeah.
This is all thanks to me.
Perhaps I said too much. Well, nothing has been solved yet.
I wish you'd express yourself a little better. How can we tell if you're happy or sad?
I've never been happy or sad in my entire life.
Oh, this is not sad?
I want to die someday.
That's not sad?
This guy's hopeless!
She just pieces out. But I still love when we're in this room and just like the skeletons posed in the windows.
Yeah, I love that.
Anyway, let's explore this new route.
Ooh.
They just orbs on the stairs? Oh, they're skulls.
Yeah. Get Mario 64 flashbacks. Let's go.
When you think about who could get past security, the only option we know of is Amapal.
True, and that's how we were able to get through security ourselves.
But it's just a toy robot, right? How is it related to the case?
I don't know yet, but since Amapal can get through security, it must be important.
That is haunting. Oh.
It's sealed off here, too.
Hey, there's an intercom. Maybe someone will respond if you use it.
I guess?
No way.
Oh.
Huh? Doctor?
Doctor?
Huh? Wait. What the... Wait. Who are you? Help! Somebody come help me!
Isn't this the footage of when the doctor was attacked?
Yeah, you're right.
The mystery materialized. Must be related to what the doctor just said.
Get murdered by a robot.
Another 3 doors. But who are you was
So
directed
the
at?
question is, who did the doctor say? Who are you to?
The
Well-
culprit?
I'll leave it to you.
I don't get how you can keep reading at a time like this.
Has to be the culprit, right? He hardly said it to no one.
And he'd know what an Amapal is.
Yeah.
I can certainly understand why you'd want to choose that. But wasn't security active at that point? I considered all the various possibilities, but I couldn't figure out a way to get past the security. If I'm right, then there is no basis to infer that someone had entered the doctor's lab at this point.
Yes, but you're also trying to
Which
throw off the
means-
investigation.
You can't say
Yeah,
the
he
doctor
knows
was
way
directing
more than
those
he's letting on.
orders to the culprit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I can certainly understand.
Oh, it's not letting
why
us.
I consider if, which means
Yeah.
I just tried to select it again, and no.
At this point in time, you still hadn't borrowed.
Then it's no
Amapal,
one?
yes?
There's more than one Amapal,
And
though.
Amapal itself has an alibi. However weird it may be to talk about a robot having an alibi. And normally, I don't believe anyone would shout out, "Who are you?" to a robot.
Right.
Yeah. That has to be wrong. Surely that's not just Vivia throwing the investigation off.
The trap didn't activate. Does that mean we found the right answer?
I don't...
Huh? So the right answer is no one? Why would the doctor say, "Who are you?" if no one was there?
The security was still active at the time, so no one could enter the doctor's lab, right? And that was before I borrowed Amapal. So the only explanation is that no one was there.
Why would he say that if no one was there?
I think if we go there, we'll find the answer.
Wait,
What?
what is this,
Obvious
Die Hard?
just decided that. Who cares what the old geezer was thinking anyway?
But it looks like this is the only way we can go. Besides, I am curious about what was going through his mind. It could be an important factor in solving the mystery behind this case.
Still, being forced to take a side route is too much trouble. Makes me wish I was dead.
Fucking rude.
Hmm?
Oh,
Derp!
Derp, hi!
Good morning! Okay. Thank you for the hydrates.
Can't really get a good clink out of plastic cups.
No.
Hi, how was your day? I take it you're just out of work? Oh, did my cushion turn off? Yeah. Only dropping by, got other stuff to do. Oh, you're still at work, are you?
Derp_reflex just cheered 500 bits. Only dropping by, got other stuff to do.
Well, thank you for the 500 itty bitty little titties. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Look at that jar fill up.
Fills with emojis, doesn't it?
Hmm?
It fills with some emojis as well. Is that what the bright yellow ones are?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just finished work. Ah. Now go get some rest.
I hope work treated you well. You've got a nice weekend to look forward to. No, yeah, our only real option is, oh my god, the spikes on those chains.
Oh wow.
Nice, so I guess we're going this way.
So, Master, do you have an idea about what the geezer was thinking?
Not yet, but I think it has to do with why he said, "Who are you?"
Oh.
I think the doctor was putting on an act.
Putting on an act? Wait, what? How does that make sense?
An act? Really?
I'm trying to see if Shinigami is just floating through here, or if she's...
It's definitely
She's-
floating, yeah.
But every time it gets to her, it just cuts to...
Yeah,
The
because if
doctor
they have
put
to
on
show
an
her
act for a
any further,
reason.
you'll see her feet clipping
I
through.
have no
Oh,
idea
is it?
why.
I think her feet are clipping through. I'm not
Ah.
entirely sure. Like, I can see I can see his boots are doing the thing where his toe goes
Yeah,
down,
and that's
but
a
then
really good attention to detail where his toe
his
is actually flattening.
flattening, yeah. But then when you get as far as her,
Yeah.
her foot seems to dip into it.
Ah.
We have to figure that out
Okay.
by going down this doctor's motive route.
Medicine.
Oh, he's back.
Uh-oh.
He's here too?
You rats keep scurrying around. Do you really think you'll discover Dr. Weska's motive this way? Good luck with that, morons! He had no motive at all!
Well, you said there's nothing here.
That's not bad.
That's incredible.
We can't do that! If he's trying to block our path, then this route must be important.
We don't block the wrong answers.
Fine.
Fine.
I'm only here because you maggots piss me off.
Alright.
So, I'm gonna end you here and now!
If you were real Yummy, I'd go, okay, yeah. But no, you are Phantom Yummy. You have something to hide.
To hide.
Hide.
Oh. Or Meggy.
Hide.
Right. Let's see. What are our keys? The doctor's notes. Got a person. Alright, so has diagrams of a person being splashed with sulfuric acid. Ugh. The photo or email records. I think the keys actually go into the sword in the artwork. It's really good. Like something like that should be your next art. The key going in.
Or I hold the sword in that pose and you have a key.
Maybe.
We're working together.
Ah. Well, I mean, I could just have the key swinging off my finger while I'm doing the pointing.
Yeah.
Say, like the way he has the key on his finger there as well.
That's what I was thinking, but it could be your hand while I'm holding the sword like that.
Maybe. Oop.
Did
Alright, well, look, we'll just we'll go through it and see what might fit where. Oh, you have to pick a key, do we? Alright, fine.
All part of the doctor's plan? He didn't have a plan at all. That exchange on the intercom wasn't an act. There was no reason to put on a show. The doctor misunderstood.
Ow.
Ah.
You probably don't know this. Weska put his soul into his work.
Oh!
Oh.
The research was going well. The doctor was loyal to Amaterasu.
Ah.
This is the truth.
This is the truth.
No, the doctor was planning on betraying
Yumi has a
Amaterasu
purple
Corporation.
gooch.
He was trying to escape Kanai Ward.
You'll see.
Oh, it still won't let me.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. Oh well.
Need to refresh that page in general.
No, I've tried. Yeah, it'll just pop when it's ready.
He said so in the messages he wrote.
You little...
You little... Oh, I didn't let you see it, but he does. He has a purple line underneath, going to the back.
Interesting.
Yomi's rebuttal. What was that?
I don't know, but they're playing Disturbed. You can hear it too, right?
What was he trying to deny? Why was he covering up the doctor's motives?
It seems that this case involves the inner workings of Amaterasu.
Was Yomi the person he was dealing
The
with?
doctor was going to betray Amaterasu, and whoever he was emailing knew that. So the doctor locked himself in the lab to protect himself from that person.
Perhaps the doctor's act had something to do with that.
Oh,
no.
What the frick?
That scream. Ah.
Wilhelm, it was not.
It's the security gate. Everything's locked up.
Which means this is a complex problem. We have to choose the right door and insert the correct solution key.
Locked
This
in
is
places
way
is one of the
more
answers
hassle than
there.
before.
Swapping places with who?
Yes, I'll leave
Yeah.
it to you, Yuma.
As always.
E-Meister won.
Oh,
When in doubt, start by thinking about the door first. Yeah, what? Swapping places?
Go in and see if the doctor has a profile.
Oh yeah, he should.
Lose him.
Oh. Cool. G for arrogant man who plays inside. Okay, nothing. There's nothing there.
No.
Pink the Slaughter Artist. Title: Slaughter Artist. Talent: Murder. Okay, then. Alright, let's have a look at the keys again. Take advantage of others and sacrifice for the sake of his research. Installation of a big project 3 years ago became a plan. Hearing issue. Yeah, this is one. Take the slaughter artist's knife. Same knife was found next to Taco. Aw.
You think he sent those notes to him about himself?
Possibly. I mean, I don't get what good a blackout would do unless he was planning to black out all of Conai Ward.
Yeah, like the only way out is by train, right?
Yeah.
Because the rivers don't lead anywhere.
I suppose if there's a blackout, he can leave the lab. Because the because the security doors wouldn't function. Like, because they have to be opened from the outside. So if there's a blackout in the lab, somebody on the outside, well, the power to just let them out of the lab is gone. So
Yeah.
Well, that's a red herring for last case.
Yeah.
Can't see him working with
All of them?
with the resistance. So
And again, someone would have to leave him out of the main area.
yeah, has to be one of these two then. Maybe let's
Like,
go.
he can... The power for the critical lab is managed elsewhere. Does he have control over it? And does he have control over deleting the logs?
Possibly.
Like, if he let someone in, can he hide that fact?
I mean, it's just gonna tell us we're wrong, right? Oh, this is fun. Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Rendering them unrecognizable.
He was gonna throw acid at himself to get out of here?
Maybe.
Okay, let's see what the others have to say. Because that's a bit wild. Oh no, it's the same 4 clues. Ooh. And
This is swapping places. Maybe he was gonna do that and whoever was in there with him went, no, fuck that.
oh.
Who stored food again? Not much of either remains.
Yeah.
So he would have had to have let someone in again to get more food.
Yeah. Right, Alonzi?
It's just gonna send us back anyway. We haven't actually gotten a game over in this game before, have we?
No.
Oh, the door actually opened. I knew I could let Yuma handle it.
Are you sure you aren't a phantom?
That's an interesting one. Oh.
We're in the lobby.
Yeah. Equals MC square.
Let's
So
all
the
go to
doctor
the
tried to swap
lobby.
places with someone else to
Get
escape from
ourselves some
Amaterasu.
keys.
The notes he left behind in the lab hinted at his plan.
Hmm.
You mean the diagram with the sulfuric acid being poured on someone?
Yeah, he was going to swap places with a corpse, then melt it with acid.
Oh.
He wanted to disfigure it beyond recognition. That's how he planned to fake his own death.
Oh, okay.
At the very least, it'd buy him enough time to escape Kanai Ward. Or so he thought.
Wow! Melting a corpse with sulfuric acid? Yay! So cool and grotesque! So who was the substitute supposed to be?
Maybe the Hitman.
Ooh, he lured the
doctor
hitman in and was
under
gonna take him out
surveillance
himself.
by Amaterasu, but he was still looking for a chance to escape. When he learned a hitman was after him, he figured his chance had arrived.
Or he hired him himself.
The doctor was hoping to use the security system to kill the hitman and use the body as a decoy.
Now that I think about it, the doctor did seem to be waiting for the hitman to arrive.
Yeah.
The hitman hasn't arrived yet. When will he show up? Don't tell me this so-called first-rate hitman was captured by peacekeepers.
That makes a lot more sense now.
The hitman never did show up. That's why the doctor had a sudden change of plans.
And that was the act he put on by asking you, "Who are you?"
Perhaps that was a trap to lure you in, Yuma.
He was trying to lure Master?
There's no way if you
He
just figured
considered taking
Yuma,
advantage of the detectives.
That wasn't gonna
since
work.
The
He's way too
hitman
smart.
never showed up.
nobody would think that was him.
No.
So if he called for help, he would charge into the lab, not knowing anything about the security system,
Oh.
and thereby acquire the corpse he needed as his decoy.
That seems overly complicated. Like those guys who overthink asking girls out.
Well, the logic seems to
Well,
hold.
He couldn't have used another researcher. Someone would have noticed their absence. He needed visitors. People from outside to pull it off.
The two of the visitors were Geordies, and one was female. None of them would fit for what he needed.
So if I didn't know about the security and had rushed into the lab,
You'd be a super sexy skeleton right now. Aw, so close.
you want that?
But the doctor's plan failed what he was trying to do, but what about the impossible murder?
Assuming the attack on the doctor was just an act when we saw him through the intercom.
Super sexy skeletons.
Yet.
Send shivers up your
Worse.
spine.
The culprit entered the lab after that exchange.
And
So
shivers
the
up
problem
Shinigami.
is, when did they actually enter?
Send shivers up her spine. Oh. Oh, what the?
Where are
What
we?
the hell?
What?
This place is a real mystery. Then again, I suppose that checks out.
What is this?
Huh? Shinigami?
Yeah! Master! This looks like an important turning point!
He's so cute. I want these as stickers, please.
Yeah. I'd even take the puppets.
Mm.
Don't know where I'd put
I
them.
love shit to
but-
the microphone.
Yeah.
So, is that your final
She gets different poses too.
Yeah.
answer?
I haven't said anything yet.
Culprit entered the lab before Amapal. False.
Master, you need to narrow down the timing for when the culprit got inside.
I'm starting to think your idea is. I'm starting to think your idea is more likely.
Mm. But he was standing on top of it.
Yeah,
Mm.
but we just have the timing wrong.
Now then, here's our fateful fork in the road. It's life or death. We are at the crossroads of mystery and solution. This earth-shattering choice may be your last. Now, Master, which one will you choose?
I love this. This is great. I love this game so much. I truly do. False then.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh!
When I directed Amapel to go into the doctor's lab, he already had a knife stuck in him.
That's fair.
Which means he was murdered before Amapel entered the doctor's lab.
Your answer?
But Amapal opened the door and then had to slowly put its arm down and then turn around. So he had time to get off of it and go through the door.
Yeah. little confetti.
Congratulations, Master! Would you like to double down?
What are you talking about? Anyway, let's keep going.
Little by little, we're narrowing down when the culprit entered.
Yeah, but we still don't know how yet. It had to be between when we spoke to the doctor over the intercom and when Amapel entered his lab. During that time, the culprit entered the doctor's lab and murdered him.
So the most likely time would be when you went to borrow Amapal, Master. The culprit had to have entered the lab then.
But Fubuki waited at the front chamber while Desuhiko and I went to borrow Amapel. She said no one entered or left the lab.
I like those walls.
Mm.
Oh, we're back here.
The floor is so 50s diner.
Yeah. We've just gone and done a loop-de-loop.
Yeah.
Huh? We're back on the original path.
Maybe you'll be happy this couch is on.
Maybe you're supposed to try opening that door now.
I'm sure that from here on out, it's not just about when, but also how the culprit got in. Yuma, there's no need to push yourself if things get too hard.
I'm just thinking now, but even Vivia's character model has a very defined, like, throat. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can do it. I'm going to solve it.
Where was the culprit before the crime? Oh!
This is a map of the critical lab.
Right.
Air jumper, I guess?
So we have to determine where the culprit was before the murder.
Because we looked into it as a ghost, and then left. And then went to get Amapal, right?
We'll have to solve them one at a time. Let's start with this mystery.
Yeah.
If we know where the
No.
culprit was
No.
before they got
We
in,
went back to our bodies.
this
Yeah.
would
And then went back to
clear
that
Then
room.
too.
got Amapal, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know where, Yuma?
They have the map of the place too, right?
Oh, wow. We don't do this often. Right, so...
Where we are now, essentially.
Yeah. So then we have corridor. Then there's,
That's
no.
the gas room.
That's the
The
gas...
corridor is the airlock.
Oh, this...
Yeah.
Alright, that's the airlock, yeah.
And that's the gas
The
room.
gas room, and then the
that's
laser
electric
room.
Yeah.
I don't want to say here.
Yeah. I fully believe he was in that vent.
Controller room, brr.
Culprit must have been here.
So determined his hair went spiky.
Oh, cool. Got it in one.
Hey.
Yay! It opened!
After the exchange on the intercom, given there was always a detective at the front chamber. When we went to borrow Amapal, the culprit had to have already made their way inside. But the airlock is the only location that isn't affected by the security system. There. The culprit had to be inside that decontamination device before committing the crime.
Now we have to figure out how he didn't get poisoned.
I thought he was just hiding in there to avoid being spotted after the crime. So you think the culprit was in there before the crime too?
Yeah, the culprit was waiting for their chance. But we had no idea when we sent Amapal into the airlock.
Oh.
And from there, Yuma, you
Oh, the
guided
flashes of
Amapal
lightning.
to the doctor's lab.
All those things
So
swimming
the
around, are they going to
culprit
turn into
entered
Yomi?
the doctor's
Oh,
lab
come on.
before then? How
They
would that be
notes.
possible? Only
Oh.
Amapal could get past security, right?
Yeah, that's the next big question.
Maybe the culprit used another Amapal unit.
No, the researcher mentioned there was only one.
Oh,
functioning
that's right, he
Amapal.
did.
Which means
That's what he would say if he was
the
the culprit.
Amapal Yuma controlled was the only one that could get past security.
So the culprit must have taken advantage of Master's Amapal to get into the doctor's lab.
Yeah, that's the only way. But how did they use it? There's no solving the doctor's murder until we figure that out.
Well, I have an idea. how about giving up? I'm getting tired.
Nope, motion denied.
It's the most exercise Vivi has gotten in his whole life.
Yeah.
Another fork in the road? Such a complicated mystery labyrinth.
To be fair, we didn't get to investigate everything.
No.
So it is going to be complicated.
What did the culprit use?
Beyond each problem lies the truth. We're definitely getting closer to the heart of this mystery.
As a weapon? The shield, right? That's kicking it to not get caught, I guess?
Or neither. It used him as a ride in. Still doesn't explain the gas, but...
Oh.
It didn't kill... Amapal didn't kill the doctor, so...
Alright, well if it's like the other ones, it should give us a... Oh no, there's no lock on this. We just got picked. Let's say we'll start with neither.
Yeah, it's only gonna knock us back. How much health do we have? I've lost some.
I haven't seen our health meter in a while.
Guess we'll find out now if it gets caught. It doesn't take much health off when you get when you're wrong.
Do you think neither is really the right answer?
Given the process of elimination, that must be it. Amapel's hands aren't designed to hold anything.
Yeah.
So it couldn't use the knife to murder the doctor.
That's true as well.
Which means Amapel wasn't the murder weapon. And the culprit couldn't have used it as a shield. It can't neutralize the toxic gas, and the high voltage shock would destroy it.
So then, how did the culprit use Amapel?
I think we'll find out if we continue down this path.
The toxic gas did happen, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely did.
That was the wrong answer! Come on, Master!
But it's the most logically sound answer.
Yeah.
Yuma was right. Poor baby. Oh, we're back here. Oh, no,
Huh?
We've been here before. It looks like we've been brought back.
But the door we opened earlier is closed again. Why's that?
Yeah, I wonder why.
Huh? Even the question is the same. Does that mean we gotta do it all over again?
I'd rather you just put me back in front of the three
logic
doors.
is still sound. There's no other hiding spot for the culprit besides the airlock.
So you want to choose the same answer and keep going?
If you do, you'll just repeat the whole process again. We'll just be brought back here if we can't figure out how did the culprit use Amapao. And I refuse to walk any more than I have.
Oh.
He's having it.
Hey, don't sit down!
he's just having a straw.
Looks like she's about to kick him.
Yeah.
What should I do?
Stand up! Stand up right now!
She didn't mind when he sat on the
Stop
couch
it.
last time.
Leave me alone.
If you want me to leave you alone, then help my useless master out!
Fine. Just one thing, then. We're back at... Where was the culprit before the crime? Because you're stuck at... How did the culprit use Amapao? With that in mind, these two questions are connected.
Connected? Both the culprit's location and how Amapal was used?
Like, yeah, because he's got to get out of where he was hiding to use Amapal.
Help him out more! More, more,
Amazing.
The culprit was hiding in the airlock, where you also left the robot, right?
Oh, I'm getting dizzy for him.
At that moment, only the culprit and Amapao were there.
Okay.
So maybe the culprit did something.
Please stop shaking him.
You know what would be funnier? If his line read a bit more, at the moment, only the you know, like if the shaking mattered.
Yeah. But he's actually that unbothered by it that it's not even affecting his voice.
Amapao?
Yeah.
Clues are always there, right under your nose. It's a detective's job to notice them. Did you notice anything strange back then? Any tiny detail? Try to remember.
Gotta be the footprint now, right?
Yeah.
Something strange.
In your neighborhood.
Hey!
What are you gonna call?
Now that you mention it,
You
back
got
then-
me.
Oh, hey, the screen lit up. So this is what Amapao sees. It's like
Glitched.
the cockpit of a mecha.
It glitched back then.
Whoa,
Oh!
What was that?
Because he landed on it.
Did it break already? I thought it was state of the art. No, it's all right. It's stabilized. There was a moment when the camera stopped functioning while I was controlling Amapao. It returned to normal pretty quick, but maybe...
See? I told you it was right under your nose.
You knows.
You don't need any additional help.
Oh,
from
yeah.
me.
Under you nose.
that was a clue to help solve this mystery?
Actually, everything in this world is a key to solving mysteries. You just haven't noticed them. Perhaps there is more you're overlooking. Was there anything else unusual?
Was there anything else?
Something unusual. Something I missed.
Anything else? It's not like Amapao's camera showed the culprit.
Wait, that's it!
Huh?
Now that I think about it, wasn't that strange? The culprit must have gotten ahead of Amapao, but why didn't they ever show up on the camera?
Like a cosplay for her, you'd have to put an LED in your gloves.
If the culprit went past Amapao to enter the doctor's lab, they would have been spotted for sure.
I've been very tempted to get her a little boob tattoo. Like, for real.
Oh, the little question
Yeah.
mark? Aw.
Now that you mention it,
But nobody showed up on camera. How did the culprit manage to pull that off?
I mean, Amapao has to turn very, like, 90 degrees. It's very easy to stand behind him.
Yeah.
How can you move from the airlock to the doctor's lab without appearing even once on Amapao's camera?
hey, aren't you just adding another mystery?
Standing on top of him, I'm telling you.
I'm enjoying this model we're getting where she's like doing the panic meme.
Yeah.
No. All the pieces are here.
Huh?
Yuma, the mysteries you face now can be solved with a single answer.
A single answer?
Sheesh. I talk too much.
No, you really don't.
No.
I'm not even giving you that. Like, I'm not even gonna give you the song treatment because you don't talk too much. Oh, cool. It'll let me retwig it now. So, future Remy, whenever you may see this, thank you very much.
Hey.
Azuramillion just subscribed for 9 months. Unboxing stream?
Yep, it was at the start.
Yay, stream baby.
Oh.
One mystery after another! What'll you do now? It's a Pandora's box of mysteries!
Let's stay calm and think about it. There's plenty of time.
Oh.
Or not. I'll keep reading while you wrap things up.
I've had the couch isn't shaking.
Yeah. And he took advantage of that. He went, oh, the couch is
All
fine.
it takes is one answer to solve these mysteries.
Give us the... Gonna be the key with the footprint,
Use
right?
those weak brain cells of yours and think!
Rude.
Be more supportive.
Culprit's location. Amapel's usage. Its malfunction.
Hey,
Why didn't the
Reiko.
culprit appear?
Hey, Reiko, welcome in.
All this can be solved with just one answer?
There we go. On top.
Oh my god, you might have been right.
Oprah jumped on it.
I got it!
Well done, Meg!
Hey.
Holy shit, well done!
Using it as a method of transportation.
Yeah. How did he not get poisoned?
Bravo! Like, bravo for getting that much. Like, no, because you do bring up a good point now. Like, that's great and all, but how do you not get poisoned? So, guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, well done for calling that. Well done. I'm proud. Have a head pat.
Oh, thank you.
With every open door, it will be harder for you to turn back. Are you sure you want to keep
Also, the
going?
weird Yuma reflection. Oh,
Oh,
I will grab that.
thank you. We did a bad and we ordered some food. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, that Yuma reflection doesn't look right at all. Looks like someone just mirrored his sprite. I'm just chatting to chat in general.
Oh, right.
Ooh, careful. Want me to take the bottle?
Hey, food.
Yay, food. Should we take a break or?
Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll just go through the next door,
Okay.
and then we can cut it. Well, I say we'll take a quick BRB, and then that'll be our point when we come back. We'll have gone through the door. So.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I will find
Oh, it
the
actually
truth
is
no matter
mirrored. His
what.
head is moving and
This is
everything.
for the Nocturnal Detective Agency.
It's
Interesting.
not mirrored at the right angle at all, so
No, so I don't know how it's working, but
it's like a sprite.
maybe I'm giving him that bombastic side eye. Alright.
culprit rode on top of Amapal.
Yeah.
What did you mean by that?
What did you think he meant?
Literally what I said. The culprit rode Amapal and used it to get through.
Meg, no.
After we left Amapal in the airlock, the culprit came out of the decontamination device. Then they jumped on Amapal's head. The disruption in the footage was from the impact.
Good aim.
Insane.
Yeah, a little bit.
Is it? I think it's fairly reasonable.
I'll shush you.
Amapal can withstand up to 100 kilograms of weight. So, someone riding on it shouldn't affect its functionality.
That's fair.
The shoe print on Amapal's head wasn't caused by someone kicking it. It was left there from the culprit hopping on and off.
After that, the culprit simply rode on it as it moved toward the doctor's lab. By doing so, the culprit was able to evade the camera and remain hidden as they made their way through the lab.
Oh.
You're right. If it's true, then it does solve all of the previous mysteries. Imagining the culprit riding on a robot makes me laugh.
But Yuma, have you not realized it? You're still missing something. One major mystery remains.
What's with that huge sigh?
The greatest mystery of this case should appear soon. Just the thought of it gets me feeling down.
I thought you don't feel sadness.
This case's greatest mystery?
Oh, it is.
Are we just back at the... Oh, we're in the laser room.
This is the panel chamber.
Okay. We'll take a quick break here. And when we come back then, we'll push on towards the end of the labyrinth.
Yeah.
Cool. So, catch you guys in a tick.
That means the doctor's lab is just beyond it. If we can get through here, we'll reach the goal, yeah?
When its arm was lowering.
Is this the greatest mystery you mentioned?
Yeah, when it was opening the door. It can't turn its head when its arms are.
Mm-hmm.
Not exactly what I was envisioning.
Well, this is the mystery to be solved, so let's clear it out.
Beats me.
When would it have been possible to get into the room ahead of us? While opening though.
The culprit murdered the doctor before Amapal entered the room. Which means the culprit had to have gotten ahead of Amapal at some point. It was when the door first opened. At that moment, the culprit snuck into the doctor's room.
Yeah, when the doors were slowly opening, just like this. That's when the culprit took their chance.
Oh, come on.
Right. The moment there was enough space for a person to slip through, The culprit hopped off and went inside.
I would have. What?
He could have stepped off it normally and just walked around. It wouldn't have seen. Why did he hop over the door?
Take no chances, I suppose. Oh.
Oh, okay.
We still haven't reached the goal. I thought we could get into the doc's lab now.
Is this a joke to you? Your deduction is full of holes. If this is a joke, it's not very funny.
Master, you know what to do.
Of course.
I'll take your garbage deduction and toss it in the trash. I am the saint of Kanai Ward, protecting it from filth like you! The culprit hopped.
Ibuki's forte in turn back time was used while controlling Amapal. Those form traits, I don't think that's going to be important. Amapal's design.
Dirty. Controls for the camera don't function. Okay, it's probably that one.
Stop Amapal as the door opened. Then slip through the gap in the door.
Oh!
That's impossible even for Think the Slaughter Artist! Think about it. If Amapal's line of sight changed just a bit,
Oh, that one.
Oh, that one.
the camera would have caught it. No one would do something so risky.
Ow! I didn't. Ow!
Ah!
The crime would
Ah!
be exposed. The culprit
Yomi is
must be
tricky.
really lucky. What? Did they use some sort of special power?
Oh, it could be up for there as well.
Right.
If Amapal's camera had been running, we would have seen the culprit.
No, you wouldn't have.
Obviously that didn't happen, but would they really have used such a risky method to break in?
No.
Is Amapal's camera even working? That might be the first thing you need to confirm.
For now.
Does something seem off to you, Master? Let's check the solution keys then.
The culprit hopped off Amapal as the door opened, then slipped through the gap in the door. That's impossible even for Think the Slaughter Artist! Think about it. If Amapal's line of sight changed just a bit,
There we go.
Flash through this mystery.
You see?
Oh, yeah.
Designed so that when its hand is stretched out, it won't execute any other inputs. That's why when it was pressing the button for the door, the culprit didn't show up on the camera.
you little maggots, don't get so full of yourselves. You're not getting out of here alive.
Oh, okay. That's it. I thought it would have been like that first one where it was just like 3 rounds of this.
I get it. So Amapal couldn't move while the door was opening. That's when the culprit took their chance.
Oh.
Since the door opens outward, it's possible to take advantage of the blind spot it creates. That's how the culprit managed to stay outside the camera's view as they entered the doctor's room.
So it's an elaborate murder that took advantage of Amapal's design. and even the direction the door opens. Whoever planned this must have really wanted the doctor dead. I guess you can call it an obsession. How scary. Just like this passageway. Where will it take us? Perhaps a suite with the culprit's obsession in full display? A room of nightmares?
Knock it off with the weird soliloquies. Let's go.
You're really going?
Huh?
Oh.
Hey, Yuma. When the culprit entered the doctor's room while the door was open,
Huh? Yeah?
at the time, the doctor was in the room, right? If the door opened and an intruder entered, how could the doctor not have noticed?
So what if he did notice? It's not a big deal.
Yes, it is. If he had noticed an intruder, the doctor would have turned to face him.
He's deaf.
Which means he wouldn't have been stabbed.
That's why he has
in
to
the back.
read lips and won't talk to anyone.
That piece of
Yeah.
trash is right. Your logic is flawed.
Hey, what are you, on the Phantom side now?
Listen to my incredible words of wisdom. Your crappy deduction is worth less than shit! Everything you do is a fucking mistake!
I wish the model would open its mouth a bit more when it's shouting.
Yeah.
Yeah, the answer to this is he's deaf.
Yeah.
We all know this. Vivian knows this, even.
Yeah, but Vivia's trying to make sure we don't solve this for some reason.
Yeah.
Damn it! Your deduction is inconsistent. It's full of inconsistencies. By your logic, even if the doctor could be stabbed, it wouldn't be from behind.
Oh.
Well,
That's all impossible!
Master!
there should be a contradiction somewhere. Oh.
Okay, I'll try to find it.
Damn it! Your deduction is inconsistent. It's full of inconsistencies. By your logic, even if the doctor could be stabbed, it wouldn't be from behind.
My claim doesn't hold up!
Yeah, that claim doesn't hold up.
No, the culprit did stab the doctor in the back. That's how the body was discovered.
That's why I'm saying your deduction is inconsistent. By your logic, the doctor couldn't have been murdered in that way!
Oh, shit.
That's
The
very
culprit
Yeah.
quickly entered the lab. But the doctor was in the room at the time, right? There's no way you missed an intruder. Running is noisy. So Wesker would have heard and turned to face the culprit. And his chest would have been stabbed, not his back.
Right? No? Oh, must have been the one before it then?
But it wasn't on fire.
No, the one, no, be one before that. The doctor and intruder were facing each other, and the knife would have gone into the doctor's chest. But never mind that. What about the solution key? Wasn't the doctor deaf?
Yeah.
That's right.
So there's one that says running is loud or something.
Yeah, was that on fire? Oh, okay.
The culprit quickly entered the lab.
Ow!
Oh!
But the doctor was in the room at the time, right? There's no way you missed an intruder. Running is noisy.
No.
Oh,
Say,
the intruder would have needed to kill the doctor quickly, so wouldn't they have been running?
Yeah.
If they were, their footsteps would have been loud, but according to that solution key...
Yeah.
Yeah, the doctor was hard of hearing. The volume of the intruder's footsteps wouldn't have made a difference.
The culprit quickly entered the lab. But the doctor was in the room at the time, right? There's no way he missed an intruder. Running is noisy. So Wesker would have heard and turned to face the culprit.
Well, that one's not on fire, so we can't.
And his chest would have been stabbed, not his back.
See what's next.
Unless you think the doctor was asleep. Is there any trace of him being drugged? Even if he didn't look back from his desk, he would have heard someone coming.
Oh, there we go.
this is the truth.
Wait, the doctor had trouble hearing. That's why he didn't notice the intruder.
Now you're spouting nonsense. Say whatever you want, it won't save you. There's a gaping hole in your logic. And there's no way you're gonna fill it at this rate.
What?
Because you, more than anyone else, you're the one refusing to see the truth right before your eyes.
What?
Okay.
What? I refuse to see the truth? Vivius said the same thing, but...
It's strange, don't you think? Isn't it about time you noticed that something's off here?
Huh?
You've solved many mysteries up to now, yet none of them are directly connected to the culprit's identity.
That's because the culprit is the hitman.
If that's the case, why haven't you reaped the hitman's soul? That would end the labyrinth.
It's not that easy. The culprit will fight back, unless we solve all the mysteries first. Hang on. What are you getting at?
In my eyes, the reason a single mystery hasn't been directly connected to the culprit is because of Yuma's reluctance. It's pushing away the mysteries that lead to the culprit.
Huh?
So,
Subconsciously, you're closing your eyes to the truth.
it's Yako.
It's definitely... Oh.
Yuma knows this because of the photograph, but won't believe Yako could kill
Yeah.
someone. Got a little tattoo as well.
Mm. That goes all the way down his belly.
Be curious if there's like,
Shirtless version?
yeah,
Just
yeah, genuinely, just
Yeah,
to see what that
to
is.
see the tattoo. Yeah, what's the point in drawing a tattoo if you're not going to show it off?
Oh, maybe if we ever get an art book for this game.
That would be nice.
That's why you haven't touched on the hole in your reasoning.
What hole?
Whatever, that's enough. Just ignore this guy and keep going.
Hey!
Almost like Shinigami doesn't want to see it either.
Yuma. Yuma.
Jeez, go away!
You know what I'm talking about, don't you? The huge hole in this investigation?
What are you...
Just ignore him.
Oh, I think
Let's
Shinigami's
review
worked
your
it out.
deduction, shall we? The culprit took advantage of Amapal's locked position and entered the lab. And before the robot entered the room, that person stabbed the doctor from behind. However, they bumped into Amapal while escaping, causing it to fall over. That was obviously a mistake, but since it wasn't captured on video, they were able to avoid detection. After that, the culprit went inside the decontamination device in the airlock to hide from you.
That's correct. So what's the hole in my deduction?
It's before all of that. It remains the case's greatest mystery.
Which is?
How did the culprit get past security?
What?
We already told you that. The culprit rode on top of Amapal as Master controlled it and was taken all the way to the doctor's lab.
But if someone was riding on it, how did they get past the high voltage shocks in the panel chamber?
Oh. Oh, that's
This
smart.
is the end for you. You have nowhere left to
Well,
go.
they would have been reversed, wouldn't they?
Exactly.
Come on, why now?
Well, he would have died several
I
times
won't let
on
you
the way,
maggots
but
ruin the peace of Kanai Ward.
Bushi
As the
rolled
king
back
of
time, so that's how he
Amaterasu
survived that.
Corporation and the guardian of Kanai
But,
Ward,
yeah.
I will
That's
stop
another
you
question.
here and now.
It's kind of the same thing, though.
Perhaps this too
He's-
is an obsession. Why does he insist on covering up the truth?
If it is Yako,
Tell me,
he
What
did
will
this
you
by
do,
manipulating the fortes
are
of
you
people's
going to
heads.
stay
Yeah.
willfully blind?
That's fucking clever.
No, I'll
Yeah.
fight. Whether it's subconscious or not, I won't look away from the truth. I'll find the truth no matter what. This is for the chief and everyone at the Nocturnal Detective Agency.
Good luck. You'll never find it. You'll scurry around this labyrinth forever, like blind mice.
We don't have forever.
Run
There's
away,
a time limit on these
looking
things,
for an
allegedly.
answer that will never come.
Another 4DM.
Yep. And the key is going to be the 14.
Keep
Fine.
playing with your shit deductions. You still haven't solved the greatest mystery. How did the culprit get past the security? The critical lab security system was always live.
Okay.
Say,
Security was definitely on, so I don't think there's a contradiction in this statement. More importantly, doesn't that solution key show a way to break through the panel chamber?
That's right.
Right. It would have been possible by using that. Oh, okay.
Keep playing with your shit deductions.
In the play out, I guess.
You still haven't solved the greatest mystery. How did the culprit get past the security? The critical lab security system was always live. There was no way to reach the doctor. The panel chamber shocks would have fried the culprit.
Oh,
Oh, that's not
That
over.
security system? No living human can breach it.
there we go.
This mystery.
Oh.
Time travel, bitch.
A human could get past the panel chamber by using Fubuki's forte. In fact, that's how we got past the panels. The high voltage shocks kept destroying Amapel. But we reversed time every time that happened.
Does that dialogue change if you do it
Correct.
in one go, I wonder?
So whenever it was struck by the current, it went back in time. But while that was occurring, the culprit a human was riding on top of Amapel. That person was burnt to a crisp every time you failed.
But...
Which means you killed the culprit over and over again.
Vivia...
If only you had chosen to remain ignorant, I would have walked beside you in silence. But if you intend to seek the truth, then I must stand in your way.
What are you doing? Why are you doing this?
He's going to betray you, Master.
Betray me?
It's up to you, Yuma. This is your final chance to save the world you believe in. What are you going to do? It's time to decide your past and your future.
Oh. Let me disagree.
Why, Vivia?
Yeah. Nope.
Oh, no, there is.
Phantom.
Is Vivia gonna turn into a phantom?
Yeah, I was saying Phantom Vivia? Oh! I see he's played Knifey Spoony before!
Let me ask you.
Right, what have we got? Those formed rates and toxic gas properties. That one. What?
Back to toxic gas. Takes about 30 minutes after exposure for the toxins to spread, and death is certain.
Oh.
So if it was Yakko, he knew he was gonna die, so getting stabbed is a cover for having been in the
Oh,
gas
shit. Okay.
How did the culprit bypass the toxic gas chamber?
Ow, he
It's
didn't.
impossible to avoid the gas.
Nope.
No.
Say,
Even a gas mask wouldn't have kept them safe, and there's no way around the toxic gas chamber. I don't think there's any rebutting that statement, but I'm curious about the properties of that toxic gas.
That's right.
Right. Given the properties of the gas, it may have been possible to kill the doctor even after being exposed to it.
Let me ask you. How did the culprit bypass the toxic gas chamber? It's impossible to avoid the gas. The culprit would surely die. You should already know this, right? The gas is a special trait.
Oh.
Ow,
Oh.
fuck off!
See through even a gas mask. No ability can nullify its toxicity. Once it hits you, you're done for. You die before reaching Weska.
Nope.
Nope.
There you go.
this is the truth.
Damn.
Yakko was willing to sacrifice himself to take out Weska?
If you pass through the toxic gas, you'll die. But you'll have 30 minutes before it kills you. Which means you could survive for 30 minutes.
What? Don't tell me.
There are no gas masks here that can block this toxic gas, and no fortes that can nullify it. There's only one way you could get through it. You do nothing. You endure it in hopes of Amapel taking you to the next room.
Then the culprit didn't do anything to counteract it and just passed through the toxic gas?
It's the only explanation that makes sense. This is the truth. I can't believe it. But if the culprit really did just endure the toxic gas,
Then they...
the culprit is
appears you finally glimpsed the truth. Well, how does it feel to have your world shatter before your eyes? Isn't this what you wanted?
What's he talking about?
Yomi's Mystery Phantom and Fifia are both right. Subconsciously, I didn't want to know the truth.
Huh?
Up until now, the Mystery Labyrinth was withholding the mysteries that led to the culprit. And that's because it's a reflection of my own reluctance.
Master, what's wrong? Do you know who the culprit is?
I thought she realized it.
It's the hitman, right?
The truth
Oh!
is
Whoa.
worthless. Nothing has less value in this isolated, rainy city. No one wants the truth. Not even you! Now, rot away and die right here! No one will get in my way. Kind Lord Amaterasu! They both belong to me!
Okay. You just throw Makoto at him? Sorry, you're not CEO. You got stepped over for that job.
If the culprit carried out the crime like you deduced,
Ow! Oh, it's just one of these.
then they should be dead from the toxic gas.
Oh, that's rude.
But no one at the scene has died from poison. If you can understand that much, then what are you still doing here?
You're right that no one in that lab died from that toxic gas. But that was part of the culprit's plan from the beginning. They planned to distort the facts of their death.
Yuma, are you sure you want to face the truth?
So no matter how much
Your world
CP or Halara
will
did,
fall apart.
he wasn't getting past that
The
toxin.
world
No.
that you believed in.
Your deduction is wrong. Don't disturb the peace. It's not even worth debating. Is this the best you can do to refute it? Just give up and die!
The culprit misrepresented using.
This, I'll expose the truth.
Take that!
The culprit misrepresented their death by using the hitman. The culprit realized their plan would be exposed if someone in the lab died from toxic gas. So they used the hitman to cover up their own death.
Use the hitman?
Meaning, the hitman wasn't hired to assassinate the doctor. They were hired to cover up the culprit's death by toxic gas.
Huh? The hitman's target was the culprit? Not the doctor? But the doctor was stabbed by the knife with the inscribed F. Doesn't that belong to the hitman?
All you would need is a similar knife. The story of Fink the Slaughter Artist using a knife inscribed with the letter F is well known.
Nah, we'll leave it alone until we receive further orders. Did you see the knife stuck in his back? It's the one that Fink the Slaughter Artist uses, right? I've heard about his knives inscribed with the letter F.
So, it was all a ruse? The real culprit made it look like the hitman did it?
Stop. Stop! You useless garbage! To hell with detectives and the truth! I won't let you have your way in my city!
Right now I'm finding it odd.
Dr. Wesker was killed by the hitman!
Hmm?
Right now I'm finding it odd that Yomi
What's going on? Who's the
is
real
like
culprit?
not
Real
happy that
culprit.
it's getting blamed on a detective.
Real culprit
The main
is-
detective.
The time has finally come, Yuma. It's time for you to acknowledge what you've known all along. If the tiny crack spreads any further, the mirror will shatter, exposing the chaos of the real world. Knowing this, will you still expose the truth? Then, show me your conviction.
The clues pointing to the identity of the hitman's target. I know. I've known all along.
Now, expose the truth. Do it if you want to burn the world down.
Defeat Yomi with a key. The photo. Has to be the photo.
What's the missing file?
When we were searching around the file.
Oh yeah, there
room,
were gaps in it.
Yeah. Has to be.
The bloodstained photo found in the hallway near the lab. There was a person pictured with a woman. That was the hitman's target. The real culprit behind this case. The blood obscured the person's face, but I know who it is. It could only be one person. It could only be...
How do you know? That person in the photo is the hitman's target. And who is it?
It's...
No! Stop! Don't you dare say another word! No one wants the truth!
I don't understand, but... Good luck, Master! I'm always by your side, haunting you!
Aww.
That's the nicest thing she's ever said to him. You were asking about the Yomi not wanting the truth revealed. And I think it's not that Yomi doesn't want the truth. Yuma's subconscious is generating that Yomi as a roadblock.
Ah, yes. Okay. Just when it was like, all you damn detectives. I'm like, but you're trying to pin it on them anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on.
Oh, what's this? Wait, huh? There's the real one. Oh no, that's too stupid. No, go back. I see what you tried to do, but no. Wow. Hilarious. This is not the place for something that funny, but... You ready? Oh!
The real phantom about to appear?
Oh, we're in the judgment room. Or area. I guess we're not doing a Shinigami big.
Wait.
Yoko.
Ooh.